All right, so folks, this is Inside Liberia, and of course, we are here in Central Monrovia to get the views of Liberians about President Joseph Boakai performance within the 2 years, especially ahead of the SONA, which is the fourth working Monday in January. And we have come to get the views of these people, perhaps what the president has done within the 2 years, and what is their expectation for the SONA. So that is how we have come. We want to be talking to Liberians here, but specifically we have come here on Kerry Street, and of course let's see if we can talk to some Liberians here. All you can do, please share the video. And of course, Mr. Achi Pompon is an activist, one of the conversationalists within Liberia. I want to talk to you, Mr. Achi Pompon. Let me say good afternoon.
Good afternoon and privilege. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Okay. So we have come to talk about the performance of President Joseph Boakai. The performance of President Joseph Boakai within 2 years ahead of the SONA, which is expected to be on the fourth working Monday in this month, January. What is your take about, let's start with performance.
Yeah. With respect to President Boakai 2 years, the performance is great. In terms of, the first thing here is, President Boakai has been able to tell us that he was going to tell the budget to $1 billion to make it pass in the House of Senate and becoming a workable tool that one of the greatest development that we have ever witnessed in modern time. $1 billion worth of budget. A passage that tells the political will, determination, and focus. Even more besides, is the fact that President Boakai has been able to succeed in terms of making Liberia succeed at the level of the Security Council, to which now global decision is about to be made by us and other countries. Obviously, you know the situations in Venezuela. Having chosen our permanent representative, President Louis Brown, to have spoken for the Africa 3 there, that tells you as to what. Because not the fact that sitting in the Security Council, but the fact that is, if that broker could have won it and she won it, it's not being the process of trying to say we want to be, but the process is that we are there now. That tells you in terms of like international credibility, having come out of years of not being represented to be, it tells you the exceptional leadership of President Boakai. That's excellent of him. When we look at the domestic front, is the issue of domestic debt in terms of economic analysis and growth. Domestic debt is now on the table of the president with respect to various payments that we are now understanding and being done. The banking sector now as well is privileged to receive its debt payment. That's economic growth in terms of the velocity and circular flow of money in the economy. That tells you as to what President Boakai is capable of. So within the course of 2 years, what President Boakai have been able to have been president for over the past years behind, we talk like bro who have been at a different post. So we believe that President Boakai now should accept our petition for a second term. Just in 2 years, he has been able to sum 6 years just in 2 years.
President Boakai should be ready for petition.
Oh yeah, he should.
One of the things that Liberians have talked about is the issue of the bread and butter issues. And this thing has been something even opposition political party, the CDC, have said that they have won the bread and butter issues within the 2 years, get on competitive analysis about they and the CDC, the Unity Party.
There is no comparison with respect to they and the Unity Party, because the Unity Party is sitting 2 years with a lot of work done. And you talk about 2 years, but if you look at the 2 years, then it means that the 6 years was a waste in our life. Because if you talk about the bread and butter issues, there is something in economic analysis called transfer. In 6 years, people are paying $15,000 to go to the Southeast. In less than 2 years, you are talking about paying $5,000 with public transport being made available in terms of transportation freaks. So if you look at transfer, and if you look at the situation in 6 years ago, there was a rice sold 25 kg so for 3,500. Right now we're talking about 2,600. So that is a transfer. So it talks about, I don't understand in the layman thinking as to what it should look like with respect to.
Talking about CDC.
Yeah, if you consider yourself a CDC and want to be a layman, even having gone to school and can't think positively, you are a layman. Because if you look at the issue of transfer, because the dependency ratio is too huge in Liberia, so people say it's unemployment exists, no, but the dependency ratio, then look at the issue of 0 to 5 dependency, right? 5 to 9, until you reach at the age of 18, until 19 to 24, which of course will be a working person. But then if you're a working person, there are a whole lot of vocational education created, all right? And so what skills do you have to be able to fit into the job market? Because remember that this is about market economy, based upon what? Government intervention on the basis of what? The inflow of purchase of goods and services. So what is government purchase? What is it capable of doing with respect to now be a dependent?
Lastly, before we can talk to another person,
Yeah.
we're talking about in the SONA.
Yeah, okay.
The president is expected to speak.
Yeah.
What can you presume? What do you think would be some of the major things that the president would be able to highlight?
Well, the president will talk about achievement with respect to what I just outlined. He will talk about the impact that his vacancy will feel, because he talks about the issue of like credibility being restored, the fight against what corruption with respect to dismissal, suspension, and the untouchable have been touched, the revitalizations and the creations of the judiciary system on the basis of what we call now in Ibadan with respect to the Chief Justice now coming from the from a native background. So the country now is transitioning from the point of Congo native to a more resilient and people-centered based upon who President Boakai is and his ability to govern the state with exemplary leadership. So we want to say thank you for the opportunity, and we want to say President Boakai should accept our president for a second term. Thank you ever so much.
Ms. Achi Iropongo giving his opinions about the performance of President Joseph Boakai, the performance of President Joseph Boakai, and that of his opinion about the SONA that is expected to be on the 4th working Monday of this month. And we have to talk to another Liberian. So, welcome. What is the name?
Thank you very much. My name is Joseph Salami.
Salami.
Yes, sir.
So, we want to know your own opinions about the working of President Joseph Boakai within 2 years. Firstly.
Okay, thank you very much.
For a new year now.
Yeah, for me, I will speak with Pacific.
Okay.
Because I'm from the University of Liberia Business School, Department of Economics and Accounting. So understanding or having the insight, so I'll go directly in our area, right? So if you look at Boakai government, we are gone 3 years now. I stand to be corrected. 2 years now, right? 2 years now, I stand to be corrected. Now, with the revised revenue code of 2011, revenue code remain permanent, but the tax strategy changed and Liberia hit the $1 billion budget, which pass through home horses, street-runners, and are being used as a working tool, right? So we give Boakai the glory from 1822. From the days of the Brinko, from the days of the colonial time to present day Liberia in 2026, Liberia is working in the tune of $1 billion. That's a plus to Boakai government in the first 2 years. That is, it's an instrument growth, instrument for economic growth.
So people looking at dividends, even though the budgets are just passed, and then now we're talking about $1 billion. But then, like Achi and I were talking about past life within the first year of the president. Then I have complained about difficulty. Liberians are interested into the bread and the bread and water issues. People have talked about job creation, security, rule of law, and all of that. We were just straight on economic issues.
Yeah, let's look at security. Security is embedded with food security, right? The fight of drugs. I still not be corrected. No man of the ghetto smoke or taking drugs in peace any longer. The security network is deployed through the DEA, right? That network is statical, and the Liberian government is not joking with that network. There are a lot of people have been brought to book within the first 2 years of Boakai. I don't want to go to the list, but that is a security issue. One of the men can go now in the store and boast of buying a bag of bread at least $14. $14. $15.
But the argument,
$16.
right? Let me ask you this question. When you know somebody say that, then the argument is job creation. Many have said that even you can bring the rest price to $10 further. If I'm not working in order to get money, how do you expect me to buy the rice? What does it take about job creation?
People in or unemployment, Liberian people are suffering from structural unemployment. Are the job there, but people are not qualified to do the job? That's another thing. So it's a whole worrisome issue. Right now, as I speak, if you go on the NRA website, there are job vacancies right now. Anybody who's listening to my voice right now, go straight to the Liberian Revenue Authority website. They're looking for compliance.
Are you working currently?
I'm working.
Okay.
I have 2 jobs. I work with a private security firm and I work as a classroom teacher, right? At the end of the day, I'm within the circular flow. I have my 2 kids, right? My last son just graduated from high school at age 17. So what is more about that? What is more about that, right? I have 2 jobs. So let's look at the job creation issue. What is structural unemployment?
But
the people are there, but are they qualified for the job?
So
how many of them with the YS certificate will be qualified for the AFL recruitment that is coming? These are questions we should be asking, right? Because
so you're shifting the blame people who are not working, you're shifting the blame on them because most of them are not educated, or what are you talking about?
I'm not shifting blame. For me, I'm an economist. I'm looking at the statistics attached. But why a man do not have a job? What is the nitty-gritties, right? Have you reached the working age? Have you have the requisite qualification for the job? Right? We have other unskilled jobs. If you go to King George, you have an unskilled job there. If you go to Asiameta in Nima County, there are unskilled jobs there. For unskilled people, there are skilled workers there. There are unskilled workers there. Come back to Central Monrovia. I say I can challenge anybody. There's job vacancy right now on the website. Through the Liberian LRA.
What do you think could be the cause of people not working?
Maybe some of them are not qualified to get the job, but some are qualified for the job. And another sticker issue again in the administrative system, the issue of favoritism, nepotism, sectionalism, but also hunting those who want to find jobs. But the system that is built in Liberia.
Yeah, so when you talk about systemic problem, talking about nepotism and favoritism, it falls on a corruption that the government could just take a blame. What do you think?
Yeah, I will tell you clearly on camera. Government is now 100% free of corruption, right? Now 100% free of corruption.
Right.
The corruption is outdated in the African men, more especially the Irish Liberian men. That corruption scandal from the family to the school to the church to the mosque, right? That addiction is there. Nobody is 100% free. But what we're discussing here is that to minimize it, to reduce it, what we're discussing here, right? And on the other hand, before I take my leave, on the other hand, I want a national legislature to look at the too much bureaucratic structure that have been created. That is too many agencies that is about to affect even this $1 billion budget. There are too many agencies doing the same job. I will give you an example, right? Why should we have the General Auditing Commission? Then we have Internal Audit Agency, right? So why the legislature can see reason and reduce the Internal Audit Agency as the agency under the General Auditing Commission, the GAC. Then we'll have one Auditor General. Then the Internal Audit Agency will be a branch under the General Auditing Commission.
You want to take job from other people. You Liberian. People who work with GSC, they are Liberian, they are qualified to do certain kinds of job. And people from GSC, let's say LSCC, they also have certain criteria and function. But now you want to suggest to the legislature to get rid of one of the entity.
We are not taking job, but we are talking about the deliverables. There must be a trickle-down effect because Liberians host a $1 billion budget, no street-leg connectivity, we get bad road condition. So we can minimize the agency and bring them under one ministry. Then there will be additional expenses be saved for capital expenditures. We can spend all the money on photocopy machine, my brother. photocopy machine, Wi-Fi, data, right? Parking car spaces, buying logistics, right? So when we reduce, look at, you have the EPA, say Environmental Protection Agency, and you have another agency called Natural Disaster Management. So if you are managing, in fact, take them under the Ministry of Internal Affairs, because these are all internal matter. You are protecting the environment. I don't want to go too far to bore you, right? Or for all to achieve economic growth and development in the $1 billion budget that will post off. Therefore, the national legislature must see and reduce some of the agency into a sizable one. Our government will be efficient.
Thank you so much. That was a powerful, suggestion. But we have another Liberians who have opinions about some of the issues that we're discussing. I don't know. So please don't go forward. I'm gonna talk to another person. Yeah. So what is your name too?
My name is Juta Mong.
What's your name?
Juta Mong is my name.
All right. So we are actually talking about the performance of the president, President Boakai, with his 2 years.
Yeah.
We in 2026. Liberians are listening. What is the observation? Kanaka is here. Kanaka is the partisan is a Liberian who want to talk to you. What concern?
I'm great.
What is your take about the issue about the performance of the president within 2 years?
Oh, the performance is excellent.
Excellent.
Very excellent.
Okay.
Within 2 years, I mean the performances is overwhelming.
Be definite. Show some of the tangibles. Let the people listen to you.
Okay, fine. Now we come to drugs, the fighting of drugs. Never in the history of Liberia have any government succeeded as compared to President Boakai. When it comes to development, we have not seen any government that have been very expeditious as compared to President Boakai. When we come to sanitation,
Expeditious in what?
I mean very fast.
Yeah, I say in what?
I'm talking about development, mainly infrastructures.
Okay.
When it comes to sanitation, our city is getting monopolistic as compared to the past. When it comes to the rule of law, but are you attentive? When it comes to the rule of law, our police are on top of the game. Our police are elegantly dressed as compared to before. You see police patrolling the street. You see the president. You know the president. You feel the president on the very streets. Understand? As I said, the development is overwhelming.
I'm coming. You talk about the presence of the police. You talk about that the city is clean. How does that link to infrastructure development?
How does that lead to infrastructure development? Now you see the expansion of electricity. It said not an infrastructure development. You see today we are getting almost every house now they are being connected to water. This thing had never happened in the past. It's not happening.
According to the research that we just did yesterday, the connectivity of water last year by the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation were basically in urban areas and maybe one or two counties. So when you talk about water, then you're just talking about maybe Central Monrovia and other environments. But the research even says that it was in certain communities within the area. So you want to boast about water?
Of course, we have to boast of water because currently there's water in the southeast, particularly Grand Jida. Pipe-borne water. I mean, these are achievement of the government that we're supposed to, we're supposed to boast of.
Okay.
Yes. When it comes to the bread and butter issues that you try to raise, it's because of dependency syndrome.
Okay.
Dependency syndrome is responsible for astigmatism.
What is it?
You understand? Astigmatism is an eye defect that prevents proper focus. Because of this, because you are always depending on somebody to help you. Once a person does not help you, so you will not see the reality.
The government help its citizens?
The government is aware. The president spoke on job creation. The plating for Liberians to get job. Getting job is not just an overnight issue, especially where the president took a country. When you took a country, the entire country will be devastated. And it takes time.
What is the definition of devastation?
When something, I mean, is reduced to I mean, something that is tackler or destroy. Something that is, I mean, reduced to run. That's what it meant took a country from. There was no fixed budget. The fast government that were there, they desecrated the entire economy.
Desecrated.
Yeah, they desecrated the entire economy. So the president
But
funded
the CDC have posted that every developmental project that is ongoing, it was initiated by them. It is just the implementation aspect that is ongoing on by this government. Did you understand what I'm saying?
Definitely, I understood what he said.
Okay. How would you
mean,
respond to that?
For me, I don't give credence to you. If you are there for 6 years, you say you initiated a project. That project has not gone anywhere. Somebody can, in less than 2 years, they have made significant advancement on that project. You don't think that the person who make that significant advancement, you don't think that the person that you giving the glory for?
Goes at this. I want to bring this scenario.
Yeah, go ahead.
House is often built on a foundation. Where there's no foundation, there's no infrastructure. So if the CDC is saying that we were the one who built the foundation, now you're implementing, somebody would like to agree because they might be the one who have laid the foundation. What would you say?
If you lay the foundation, it becomes like a dassicle. And somebody who you think that you give the credit to. It's not because you lay the foundation. You are there for 6 years, you lay the foundation. I mean, within a 6-year period, nothing you did there. Less than 2 years, the person, has, decide to, improve that foundation.
What is the message before we talk to Kanaka?
My message here is that let Liberian people, we should relax. The issue of job is a matter of time. We'll get job, but we are grateful to President for giving us a president like Joseph Boakai.
Okay.
We are very grateful for President to giving a president like Joseph Boakai. We'll make sure that Joseph Boakai goes beyond 2029.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. My name is Juta Mong.
Okay. Before I reach to Kanaka, I'm seeing something that nationwide. What is it? Nationwide anti-drugs awareness campaign. So welcome.
Oh, thank you very much.
It seems before I ask you a question, we have a topic, but I've been having conversation with you. You have always, asked the government and people from CO that you need job, It seems that you had job now because I see you with a t-shirt on the DA.
Oh, thank you again. Let me inform you and inform the Liberian people at large. Wearing the t-shirt does not suggest in any way that I got a job. I'm a member of an institution that is CO, the Center for the CO, and as such, that institution is carrying on drugs awareness campaign. So being a member, I need to form part of it. That does not in any way mean that job.
Okay,
that's the clarity.
I just wanted to know because you've been asking for a job, and I'm seeing
There's a government school there, the Bekers of the public school. That school, there's no sheet, no blackboards. What the government did, the Ministry of Education did, was wanted to go and print the building. Is that why you call for fighting education or making improvement in education? I'm saying no, that's not all. That is not sufficient. Then we go to the issue, and not only Cape Mount, go to all even right here. The capital city, Monrovia, that's the central capital city, Monrovia. Then go to the University of Liberia campus. Well, if you went there now, you'll see there's no proper bathroom. The bathroom system are all dilapidated. When you went there now, you see even some of the buildings are leaking. All of the zinc are rotting. Just say when
the budget of the University of Liberia was increased this year.
If the budget is being provided to the UL administration and they did not use it to be paid, I said that blame on the president, because the president got a right to suspend or dismiss. Everything they are not doing well. If they support the resources that went there, the 3 million or the 3.5 million, whatsoever resources that they. Yeah.
Okay.
So then go to the issue of other sector.
Right.
Then go to agriculture. What is the major improvement in agriculture that somebody want to post on here? What is a farm? How many products are coming from this farm that Liberians will say, yes, we're tired of bringing food from other countries? That paper, we say taking paper from Guinea. If paper don't come from Guinea, you will not eat paper here. That rice, we say importing half commodity of rice into Liberia. Where is the farm?
But command, the government is just 2 years old.
My brother, it's not about being how many days in office, it's about how effective you run the government.
Is the government not effective?
The government is not effective in all directions. That's my argument.
Go ahead.
There are some areas they're making improvement. I want to say that.
Okay.
But I'm saying that my argument is the president to hope to defend and protect and provide a basic incentive for the Liberian people. Job.
Is he not doing that?
The president are not doing that to some extent. The president I feel on that. Because if out of 100% and yet made available 25 to 30%, then you are not going anywhere.
Why?
Then you are not going anywhere. So if the president are going to 60 to 75 to 80% in creating job, then we can say that the job is available. If the president are going 75% to 80% of providing the basic need for the people, then we can argue on that. But yet, look at the face of the Liberian people. Look at the face of Kuma, who is a rescue this. He got no job. He is homeless. He got no other source of income that he depends on besides his daily activity around. Comparing those, is that the kind of life Kuma expect to live? No, that's not the kind of better life Kuma expecting. So I'm saying the president, the government should do well in look. I just told you about education. Let's look at the justice system. My brother sat there and said the police are well dressed, the rule of law. See the performance of the police, they are rushing surveillance on the daily basis.
Of course, there might be, enforcing law.
That's not enforcement of law. Law enforcement does not tell you should violate the right of the citizen. What they are doing
why are some of the examples? So you're accusing the police of harassing a citizen. Example. We want to know example.
No. Just go to Making Street. Go other side. Go across Boma Beach area going to Paudrala. Go and see the action of the police in the street. They are not going after crime. They are not chasing crime. They are chasing a keke rado. The policeman will see a keke rado going and run on the keke rado to take a key. What was in the keke going?
Of course,
that's the violation.
If he's not in the confine of the law, why not the police?
That's not the proper way to address the situation.
Okay.
There are other methods you need to apply, but because they are chasing the $100, care less about the right of the citizen. We are monitoring this. We are watching all this things that are going on. So I'm not going to sit there and say, all is well. In that much I'm supporting the government. You understand? I'll be very honest with the disco. I go to other sector. The thing,
because Pompon and the rest of the people here have already praised the government.
Water and sanitation.
Right.
some matter of water and sanitation. Here there are some little improvement in water and sanitation. As I speak to you in the street, Marovia, you see water running, toilet water running all over. It has stopped. Yes, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Sanitation is there, so some level. Water are in some private home, but not all. Let's go to the 17th district in Moswalo County. Where we to go to the district, the 17th district in Moswalo County, and you want to identify where there is water, it will not increase to 3 or 44 districts. You got less error. That's an improvement, yes, but they need to do more. That's my argument. I'm not saying all is flawed, or they are not doing anything, nothing, or they are not doing anything at all.
If you were to grade this government, because you say you are a rescuer, but at the same time you want to be objective in your conversation.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know whether you and Pompo and the rest of the people who are really objective, I don't know.
No, Pompo.
I just asking question,
Yeah.
but I just asking. I just wanted to understand how will you grade the performance of the government in the midst of Pompo and the rest of the people here?
No, my brother. The suffering of the people are identified by the outlook and by where they even sleep. Go to the various slum area, see the living condition, and let's just forget a few handful of people who are enjoying, who eating gravy on the daily basis. That doesn't mean development. Let's make comparison analysis here. Were we to go and be reference to Ajipomo? No. Ajipomo is an opportunist who see the gravy and coming for it, but he's not understand coming for it.
How will you say that? How will you
survive? So you will praise everything that is right when you know it's not right.
No, but how will you?
We know the brothers.
Aji,
We know the brothers.
how you call Aji? You can discuss and forget about Aji.
No, we just passing by to make reference. You understand?
You call him opportunist?
Yes.
Okay.
You understand?
No,
So
why?
we know the guy, and he's not the only one there. That was there here. Even the brother who left, they speak up before me. You understand? And even some officials in government or some employee in government, they know that it's not well.
Because this your colleague, he's a teacher, he had a job already. This is a colleague.
Such a person who taking pay regularly, he will not say anything wrong.
Okay.
You will not, but he going to himself that there are things that are not correct.
Okay.
But you will not speak to him because he want to protect their salary, which is not too bad. Because you need to survive, the family need to survive. But in order to survive, you have to be honest.
Because you don't have job, you blaming colleagues like this who have job.
It's not about the job.
Okay.
I brought Mr. Taylor when the Bush and being president, and I was working at the Ministry of National Defense. Yesterday, I criticized Mr. Taylor here present when there was an MPP program, when there was a topic at that executive committee house. Even though I'm not an executive committee member, but by opportunity, I went with the chairman, and when I entered, if Mr. Taylor president, I told him this error. So I'm not the kind of person because I don't have a job. It's not because of job. You can give me bread, I eat your bread, and you say do the wrong, and I say identify the wrong against you. That's the way I'm wrong. That's the kind of training that's in me. So it's not about job. So I just want to be honest to this one.
Yeah, so create a government. Just create a government and defend your school so we can live you.
With respect to all the sector, education, health. Let's look at health, for example. Let's look at health, for example. You go to GFK now, a line on the cold floor without bed. When you sick there, you go to GFK, they will charge you $150 US. If you don't get that money, there will be no bed for you, and you will die. The signal will be on you. The signal will kill you. Maneuver the hands okay, he'll kill you. That one hands okay, he'll kill you. So there are some areas the government being where which will understand, which can better that I told you about the issue of some labor performance in water, sanitation, road construction of road. You know what I'm saying? Electricity, government being where electricity. There are stable electricity. We must admit to that.
Come on, what is the scope for the government?
So when we to come to create the government,
Yeah.
out of 100%, we say government has to just go 55%.
55?
55.
Within 2 years, 55.
2 years, 55.
It means that the government
government have 4 more years, they might score 100.
And we're not still convened.
55%.
55%, but we still looking at it to see whether they can perform, whether to reach 100%. You understand? And that can only be done when the government.
That's a good score for the government.
Oh, socially is not a good score.
50, 55.
In the eyes of the people, it's not a good score. It's not a good score. If they were to score 60 ahead, but 55 is not a good score. I just want to maybe be somehow.
No, you finna give me a score already. You finna give me a score already.
No, they stand.
Okay.
They think you stand. But what I'm trying to say, I say this.
Even though we're about to leave here and talk to this man, he's a Liberian too. He has to talk.
Yes, they have the right to speak to national issue.
Right.
So
you want to talk?
Let me just summarize on this. The issue, the government performing diplomatically. Diplomatically, the government making some headway.
Yeah, okay.
International community, the government set that on the bridge. International community with all the international body. But again, Liberia now is on the Security Council. This is a very interesting issue. Liberia now is placed on the Security Council making decision or to make decision. Liberia now is not even making decision. I just the ambassador, Liberia ambassador to the Security Council, to the UN. Look at America action against the world. The US government just killing innocent people all over. Who is speaking against those things?
Thank you, Kroma.
Nobody condemns it. They not condemn
You already get the government 55.
They spoke in tone.
You get the government.
The government of Liberia to come categorically and condemn the US government in foreigners that they are wrong and what they're doing in Venezuela and other places in Nigeria. They're killing innocent people. It's wrong.
Thank you. Thank you, Kroma. Kroma have already coming. That an older person would speak. The young people still have energy, and we'll talk to them. Let me talk to him. You know, we're having some conversation here with Liberians here on Kerry Street, but we're asking a major question, saying that ahead of the SONA, the 2 years performance of the government of President Boakai, what Liberians say about it. So let's talk to you. So what is the name?
My name is Donnie McSally, and I would like to tell the Almighty God thank you again, because it's good for remembering all of the time to make us to see the happy new year that we just, in which I believe that this 2026 will be a prosperity year for each and every Liberian who focus, not the one that is not focused at all.
We are asking ahead of the SONA, the 2-year performance of President Boakai. What is your opinions about it?
Yes, I will always say this to you people as a journalist. Either President Boakai developed Liberia from coconut plantation to Grand Cape Macante, from Grand Cape Macante to Maryland Cape Palmas. If the Liberian people they don't have jobs, I believe that it will be, the development will not be realized, because you cannot bring development, and what the team development is job creativity, and that I believe that it will industrialize this country to make the country to be attractive. I believe that we'll have that a foreign investor will be putting into Liberia. But if the leader and its citizens they cannot make Liberia attractive, then automatically all what we are doing will just be a joke.
What are you insinuating?
Yes, what I'm trying to say there, you're asking about the 2 years performance, right?
Right.
The 2-year performance, I would say I would grade in 20% yet.
20%.
20%.
Why 20? Someone have already graded this government 55, and you saying 20. Can you defend what you're talking about?
Yes, joking may be he may be seeking for some free pasture from other people that he wishes to get a form. Yeah, 20%. Look, let me tell you, let me be frank with you. If the diaspora, family of Liberian would not live in the Western world, I believe that the New Year will be better and bad for us. But other people, 10 DJ, 11 DJ, to the family member to be able to drop something. Yes, some areas say 20. You look at electricity, you have a little bit of stable current in the capital. So
you said little bit?
Little bit.
Because everyone
Monrovia is not only Liberia.
Okay.
Monrovia is not only Liberia, so take that into consideration. We have 5.5 million population. Where's the population in Monrovia?
Okay.
So are they the only one that belong to that community? I would say no. I would say no.
Okay.
And one of the speakers also spoke on the water. That the entire Liberia get water. He was just very destined to go to a creek to get a water. So I cannot say 20 more. I would say 20, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, 20%.
Let's look at, because you said 20, you just mentioned electricity, and you talk about a base stability of the electricity, and you talk about water, something that the government have also, boast of, but you have not mentioned anything that the government has not done, even though it is at the expectation of the people.
I spoke on that already.
Okay.
When I begin my speech, I told you said the president developed coconut plantation to bring my country to the palm of.
Do you see development under the administration of President Boakai?
In terms of development,
Infrastructure development, human capacity, yeah.
We have seen that breaking down a lot of buildings down, marking out an area to connect roads and things. But until that can be done, because we saw here a lot of alleys on the Nebo Street there, where my hand is pointing,
right,
hitting down the water side, very broad, came and break all that area.
Right.
And now people are building things around that area again. And that road will not constructed. So I would say that maybe they are using that to come back into power, because TrueLiberia that can see it happening.
Okay.
So I can create it.
So up to now, you have not seen infrastructure development?
I'm not yet seeing that yet.
Okay. But many have...
In local country, where they told us that the building is building there for aircraft.
Right.
So I would say that something is there that been under construction, under construction as you asked.
Well, what about the southeastern road? Please pass. The southeastern road now, it take a day for someone to go within the southeastern. Are you not noticing that as well?
Look, my brother, when you speak on road, I travel in different African country, and I saw the road network. Or it's Kotai. So if we don't locate another $22 million, so I can manage that road for the next season to come. So every year we should locate $22 million to plan the road.
How can you classify the RIA road?
They're under development.
Okay.
They're not yet through. How many years now? Early begin. During the early administration. No, first Taylor. Early. We are now the bucket like government. That one brought up your way.
The president should go to whom?
Until he can be finished, don't get process.
Okay.
Until he can be finished.
What is a message before we tell leave of you?
My message,
I heard of the SONA.
Yeah, my message here, what I perceive for me, before I get to praise the American head of state.
Okay.
Thank you for your hard work done. I highly appreciate your work. And he said I to go beyond that. Where anywhere in the world obstacle is that will be problem into the world, they need to clean it up. And then they clean it up. I salute them for that. I admire that. I tell them thank you for their hard work done. And I send that caveat to the world president, President Donald Trump, and he goes of officer who take a full step to see the happening. The case of Nigeria for that, because we're going to have insurgents all around the world creating problems for other African countries. So I salute them for that and tell them thank you for that. And wish and pray for the long life and prosperity of this country. And we the citizens ourselves, we need to be creative. But now to conclude on this note,
right.
I am a farmer, agro farmer.
Okay, a farmer.
Into avocado and cocoa networking. So that is my own area of specialization and what I'm working into.
Where do you have your farm?
In Grand Kid, my kind of reside.
Okay, thank you so much. What is the name?
Vani Masale once more again.
Vani Masale with
his. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
God bless we all.
All right. So I'm going to talk to you. You are a young man, passionate to have conversation with us, especially on national issue. What is the name?
My name is Akwekeseli, Adibes Akwekeseli, and a member of St. Peter Referral, and the biggest is Referral, also CEO.
Member of Sampi and CEO?
Yeah.
Is it possible you member of two intellectual?
Yes, it is possible. So you got goes to the
is it possible? At the same location? No. It's good that we clarify some of these things.
Right.
For you to be members of two organizations within the zone area, is that possible?
That is not a problem.
Okay.
So we have good conduct and good relationship with the intellectual that particular stuff.
So we're talking about the opinions of Liberians, and you are Liberian, about the 2 years performance of President Boakai. What is your own take?
In my mind, President Boakai came on a matter of rescue, and in some sectors that I know of, number one, the Jaws sector, 14 Jaws, President Boakai make it work, which of course you can see. The past leadership President Weah.
Go ahead.
The past leadership President Weah try to do so to overcome him. You're in the point for 6 years, you know what to do.
No, I don't know. You speak for yourself.
When President Weah time, he made some formidable for the judge, but he never succeeded. I don't know the reason for why he now succeeded, but we know that it challenging.
When you say he didn't succeed, what you mean?
I'm trying to say it will warm him. It will allow me to 90% that we as a citizen already knew that that particular time he feel perpetually shot. He feel perpetually for the judge. There is a good side on his side, but for the judge, he never make it. So President Boakai on the matter of rescue, President Boakai have managed within 2 years to rescue the judge cartel to tell them to rehabilitate the center. Right now, let me say prison and one big salute to Senator Deno for a post step in making sure that he have a rehabilitation center and our young brother and sister that is actually just addicted have been placed there. Probably some people can come with political party sentiment and discuss the issue one-sided way, but I as a worthy Liberian and knows the issue, I will tell you that Senator Deno have the only that we have been just here and your grandfather, your grandmother that were just addicted.
So we don't have lots of time. If you were to grade this government in terms of performance of infrastructure development, human capacity building, and all of that, how would you like to praise and let's grade this government?
I have to I will prove to you that the greatest of the government is not biased. Number one, over to road connectivity.
In 2 minutes now, we don't have much time. Road connectivity, maybe you get grade and so forth.
I will grade the government 99.9%.
99.9%.
Yeah.
In other words, 100.
Yeah, 100.
Okay.
We're not trying to get a challenge.
Thank you so much. We gotta go. All right. So we gotta go, but let's talk to you. You wanted to give your opinions, and of course, I'm very sorry. We've been talking about. You go have your seat. You have already started the conversation. I won't repeat myself. But what is your name? You want to look at the camera? You say what's your name? So we're talking about the performance of this administration of President Boakai. Within 2 years, what do you think is his performance?
Yes, President performance is clear. All Liberians took over. All those major commodities that the citizens struggle for in the past government. All the things were settled. The issue of gas, being available, being affordable. The issue of rest being available and affordable. Now look at the solar light. Every corner of Mazzarado County, every corner of Monrovia, you visit, you can see darkness. The issue of electricity are getting stable till we enter dry season. There is still stability, so it's visible.
So you talk about electricity, and the country have different sectors. So what else you want to talk about in terms of, you know, still giving your opinions about the performance of the government?
Yeah, we are on the performance of the government losses. Right. We want to talk about the performance of the government.
What is the last thing? You want to talk about last?
No, you didn't talk about the losses of the government. So
okay.
I'm answering your question.
Okay, so that's good. But you just talk about, when you're talking about the performance, you want to talk about electricity, and you got other sectors.
These are like major things that the citizens need, like electricity, water. These are important things that the
citizens have complained about the creation of jobs, the economic hardship.
Right now, then you're talking about the government losing now. Everyone.
But I'm asking you performance in general.
Okay, on the basis of employment, even the president himself acknowledged that lot of Liberia. So I can't come out and then pay the government 2 years that they are employing more Liberians. But we are observing the government send the budget increase.
So we're asking you now, when we
1 billion, we are watching the government closely to see one of these years that will be.
I'm coming. When we talk about, you know, performance, then you mention other sector that the government is doing well. Now we're talking about the losses of the government. We also expect you to talk about some of the places that government is not functioning. Will you mind doing that?
Well, the government is functioning and everything.
The government functioning?
Everything. The government is functioning.
Okay, thank you. What is the name? We have another Liberian, and of course we on Carrier's Street, and we're talking to a lot of Liberians about the performance of the government. So what is the name?
I'm rather public political
I heard of the SONA, which is considered to be the 4th working Monday in this month. We're asking the performance of President Boakai within 2 years. What is your take as a Liberian?
So thank you for a formidable opportunity to educate the government. You can use your direct fittings or some of the.
Please speak for yourself.
Your direct fitting. No, you guys are the 4th estate. I don't want you to say I give you a
speak. You're not the spokesperson for the media.
All the U.S. State Department mentioned Kula for Fana about her action against terrorists. And you are Kula for Fana, the President, the Press Secretary, reckless and attitude against the media. They are weaponize the media, they continue to fight the media. So, but you to Israel government, the media too have been victimized by the government. So, when you look around, since the government came to power in 2024, there are massive corruption. State resources have been wasted. From 2024 to current, today you have a $10 million housing unit have been built by the president secretly.
Where?
In Lofa County, secretly.
No, but why are you talking about the president's the Monrovia Union conference? You don't want to agree?
That is the insincerity of the president. The president is very insincere. There is a public money. It is state property. If you build it, if you use the taxpayer money to build for I will say to you that they have no idea when Kula Fofana says of President of Liberia, the Deputy President and Press Secretary who suffered Fairmont Area, King Oisel in Mobile, the Secretary tested herself for it. If you go on Manoro website, you not see anything that Labrador comment or officer for Manoro. You not see it. At a later moment, you not see it. For more besides, anything that has to do with public or buildings and other things you patch in legislature, you gotta look like control money using. Well, if you have patch with the PDCC, who pay for it? Well, when will they pay about that? If you are in the media, are you aware of anything, such thing? No. The public phone, in fact, over the president said, the president being disingenuous. The president just exposed his aptitude and leadership weakness. The president said, the beginning of the project, he never knew anything about it. Can you imagine? And you as a leader, man, should be pushing the president. How can a man who is the head of government, even when a security issue, the president can be briefed every day on security matter. The president in a state power and talk money for that to pay property, to pay officers for money, he don't know anything about it. The president just exposed his aptitude, his insincerity, and the security that the president last to company himself, for which we are now surprised because we know Mr. Boakai is politically inept, he has no leadership. Mr. Boakai come to destroy the school.
President Boakai worked in government for 40 years plus. You're talking about ineptitude. How sincere you are?
I'm very sincere because I'm telling you, to your own independent judgment, President Boakai performances, you cannot even take that here. Even spend 1 year in government. There's the same man that local team position in family at all. There's the same man that accused election tattoo of criminal of stealing from state cover. But then later on, he reversed his decision and paid election tattoo. Election tattoo is nowhere in the country.
Snanda, many have praised the government for road connectivity, for diplomacy, for they have talked a lot. For example, people talk about agriculture year, and you saying that the president is inept. What do you think? Those who praising, they are Liberians.
Who are those people? Are you talking about the same guys that
they are Liberians.
The gas us. You talk about road? What a rose?
They saw Israel.
How is that looking? You put the mud on mud? Because so Israel. What a road? What the camera there? Camera there. How good is the road? Are you building concrete pavement or asphalt pavement? Or you putting mud on mud? Which are the road now?
What is the expectation of the road? What is it? How the road should have been?
Come on, if you say you come to do extra things that Georgia did not do, you should do things that people will see difference. My expectation is Georgia will better roads where they
where? No, yeah, asking you, Liberian want to know where President Boakai. How many roads?
So I'm telling you, even Fila Road. Okay. Fila Road, because my President Road, even though Boakai said documented road was in Sawa, but let's see Sawa to before. But when I put a Sawa in your bill, the only single road that Boakai initiated by himself is the Sufada Road. Today, 3 years, the Sufada Road goes there. Just 2.5 kilometers of Bosi. Now, the man is a lesson, very weak, but not do anything. What we expect back the state of the Nigeria, what are you going to say?
What do you think the president will say?
He has nothing to say. Another shit. Half of the people get a walk home again. Because look at you. The president and the government does not respect the rule of law. The rule of law is the fundamental pillar, the foundation of our democracy. international report, even the agencies they are going with, they feel in rule of law. The US State Department, they feel in rule of law because you know what? When Boakai took over, he used people to let people right. Government sent the police to control, to unleash casualty on our people. Government is seeing on video, instructing his officers to kill a madman. Not bullet with a madman. A little boy is for gun down the police. So the rule of law is not strong. Boakai have violated almost all the things positions in this country. So what we expect Boakai to tell us, he has unleashed poverty on our people. He unleashed poverty on our people.
And then before I leave of you, I know you always identify yourself with the CDC. Am I right?
Don't say I'm identifying myself. I am a citizen.
Okay, so all right. So people have said that during the administration of the CDC, like we talked to Honorable Solomon George, he said that you were not, you know, implementing what the people need from you. Rather, you are attending program, you are paying condominiums that the president houses, and then you talking about ineptitude of the current administration. How can you defend you?
Talking about people who spend 12 years in government or after being flogged and do not tell them they are sentinel for the government. And don't respond to them when you come from the Mundo. The workings of President we are all over the place. We are one of the direct beneficiaries or benefactor of WIA's project. Except that you have no relatives at the Liberia, except you have a thing in Liberia, except none of your relatives benefited from a few wealthy payment. Except you don't do that. Except that none of your family relatives or you are going to every hospital. There's proper, I saw you there yesterday. I saw you there one of these times.
I didn't go there, please.
Oh, you know why you don't go there?
I didn't go. You said yesterday, please go. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Please.
Oh, now you. Oh, okay. But so you don't want Christmas day. These are the workings. The medical doctors. The medical doctors are sent out of the country for advanced or specialized.
Slanta, thank you so much.
So when you to mention this, after 2 years, just the last 2 years, Boakai has up, and Boakai will not do nothing for Russia will increase his because how can a budget be increasing then so salary still remain the same? How can you be boasting?
No, but budget is projection.
But yeah, but when you project, only the people's salary.
But that how can that reflect within the people's salary if the passes of the budget just pass this year?
No. We can look at the budget and analyze the budget because man, you why Boakai has in NSA? We increase the NSA budget.
Thank you, Slanta.
The government is a disaster. The government is a waste of time. Freeport, for example, Freeport is not going to be doing the budget. Why? But the Freeport manager doesn't raising revenue. Raising the revenue, but why are you going to be doing the budget? But the SOE, but all the SOE are not going to be doing the budget because Boakai, gangsters and looters are interested in making huge salary by the masses of people suffer. Thank you very much.
Slanta has given his opinion. We have been here speaking almost for 30 minutes now, and a lot of Liberians are giving opinions. And Slanta has just spoken. And another Liberian, so what is her name?
The name remains Joel D. Nyako.
But no one's taking your name. You said the name remains. No one's taking your name. So you already know the topic. We're talking about the performance of the president within 2 years ahead of this SONA.
For today, I think it was sabbatical for a reason.
You been sabbatical?
I've been in political sabbatical.
What is political sabbatical?
I've been on the political side, not talking national politics. But I think Zana just took me off. Sometimes when I listen to some young folks from the all sides of the divide, or calling the party, the Congress or coalition, how hard they call it, I don't care. But I laugh because when I listen to the legs of Snata and the legs making the current president doing nothing, they're laughable. Because I think many times when it comes to these discourse, they should be making comparison analysis on governance. If you make comparison analysis on governance and come to the discourse, then people seem to listen to you. But you don't You got a question as a man. How many? Sorry, I tell you how many kilometers road the former president built. He can't tell you the major road. So as a citizen, you don't even know the difference between road and street. The maintain 12 road, 12 is a road. That is a street. So you must know the subject of the topic before you come into it. So if you don't know the difference between road and street, the matter have a payment. What
is the difference between road and street?
Okay, fine. You see Broad Street? You see Broad Street, what we call Broad Street, is a major road. A road links city to city. Or road links city to city.
Okay.
Now, a street is a pathway to a community. Now you see two community, that street, that major street, pathway to from one community to another. That two community, show me where two community road, tell me the city that two community road link to. You got Google road.
Shouldn't it be synonyms? Synonyms are words with the same meaning, different pronunciation.
Chief, if you are talking about synonym, it's different for you being specific on a certain issue. The issue here is that George Weah have built road, TrueLiberia have not built road.
George Weah built road.
Yeah, TrueLiberia have not built road.
George Weah have not built road.
George Weah, he told me the former president in George Weah built road, and the current president have not built a road.
No.
So now, you talking about putting more and more, you talking about Alpha payment, concrete payment. You know what for Alpha payment?
What is Alpha payment?
In the Alpha payment. In the sub the Alpha payment. The concrete payment.
No, I'm asking you, what is Alpha payment? What is
I just tell you simple. In the sub that road that will make it pliable. Yeah, Alpha pavement road. You make it pliable that people can go and come. It's that got it. The first process there. And why you see when you got the most road still that road like a half full layer. So when you build it, there are processes in building road. That's why I told you while you are doing a sub, you are doing rainy season. You cannot construct a road during rainy season. You can't construct a road.
But CDC experience the same thing. That's something they may have said slow some of their development down. And the government now saying the same thing, that they're experiencing climate change that causing them not to.
So chief, the minister of public works told you this year we'll have major traffic congestion. You know why? Because there will be many road projects and street projects going on. Many road. One we can experience is a building overhead bridge. There will be a severe traffic congestion over there because you have to fast forward that project that you cannot coincide with the rainy season.
Objectively, how can you grade this government within 2 years? I know you have your side, but I want you to be objective.
Between the score 1 to 10, I can grade the government 7.
7?
Yeah, between the score 1 to 10.
So you have 4 more years, and you have just 3% to make it 10. So within 4 years, within 2 years, do you think giving 7 is realistic?
Precise.
What makes that realistic?
Okay, now let me start with y'all self. Let me start with diplomacy. On the former president, that brought lots of diplomatic time outside the world. She had lots of diplomatic fears outside the world. On the current, our diplomatic fears have been reaching. That is, embassies that have closure have returned. Embassies that are not doing business with Liberia have returned. And even the foreign minister policy, it tells that Liberia mean well to do business when it comes to diplomacy. That economic diplomacy talk about my interest first. You are coming, you must seek my interest, then we can have a talk. That is why I stand to gain from this start. That move there because on talk about diplomacy, we saw our passport entering people's hand that it should not enter. That's why even when this government took over, they had to put hot to issue a passport until that is settled. I want to clear the look at the case of Chef Bachu County. All that one is a clear truth, a clear fight that our team.
You have not even mentioned about the yellow machine issue. This is one thing that Liberians have are complaining about. It was a promise. People believe that the yellow machine would have been here at this time. You know, out of the country would have gotten yellow machine. You're talking about auto in road connectivity, but you guys don't want to talk about it.
So there are two questions. Will the yellow machine come? Yes. Is the yellow machine reality? Yes.
So even if it will come after the tenures of this government, it will still come.
Chief, will the yellow machine come? Yes. Is the yellow machine a fact? Yes. Point to the fact that you saw.
What is the authentic city? No, I'm coming. What is the authentic city that it will come? Because all of the time, like you mentioned, it has not come. You still saying this yellow machine issue, it is a sure thing, but like you are not specific of when they're gonna come.
Chief, being specific is different for things we actually happen.
Okay.
So not being specific does not mean you're not happy. Now nobody can dispute that.
It can come anytime.
It can come.
Anytime.
Now, where the yellow machine come, yes. Why am I saying yes, it will come? If they don't play on the integrity of journalists. We talk one of the most independent journalists all Liberian few in Clarence Jackson for 2 weeks, touring all the channel to find the most specific, the most affordable price tag for the yellow machine.
Is that what you have not brought the machine?
I come in cheap. I will get there. To find the most certified price tag for the yellow machine. We came back, we came on channel along with the team. The vice president reassured Liberian that yes, the yellow machine will come. Yes, the yellow machine is a reality. So the yellow machine issue is there to rest. So the issue that the Liberian are waiting on now is to see the yellow machine in control. Like I said, the two questions are clear. When it comes here, is it a reality? The yellow machine of 5 years is a
when will it come? It's not clear.
Well, we don't have a definite day or specific date that when the yellow machine will do.
Thank you so much. Let's talk to another Liberian. Thank you. What is the name?
I'm TrueLiberia.
All right. And so it has been an interesting conversation over 30 minutes, just giving the views of Liberians, especially when it comes to national issues. We're talking to Liberians about the performance of the government under President Boakai within 2 years, especially ahead of the SONA. And we have another young man or Liberian. So what is your name? Welcome.
My name is Joshua Kimbeza.
Joshua, we're talking about the performance of President. What is your take in 2 years?
So let me be clear with you. If you want to look at the take of President Boakai in 2 years, it clearly indicates that President Boakai is not doing nothing. President Boakai is not doing nothing.
He's not doing nothing. Okay. What do you
know why I'm laughing? I'm laughing on the basis that many of us fail to realize that the President is not doing that. And I must say this, I must be clear, I must be blooming, I must be clear with you. President Boakai has failed the Liberian people in the first 2 years. More than that of President George Weah. If you monitor in 2023, George Weah got defeated on the basis of a collaboration of the oppositions on their way of coming together for 2018. The leg of Chad Walker Bronski, Joseph Newman Boakai, Benena Yue, they came together to form opposition bill. In 2018, when George Weah was inaugurated as president, 2018 October, after George Weah inauguration, January 22nd, 2018 October, the opposition formed their block. Unfortunately, Chad Walker Bronski lost his life. In 2019, there was a formulation of the CPP. That CPP took effect all the way to 2023. To the extent that the CPP participated in the general election. Let's take for instance, I can remember in recent days, in 2023, the cross rider George Weah brought, the Banana cross rider on the RA road, the Banana cross rider on the ERWA road, the Banana cross rider on the small road. It was the cross rider George Weah brought. But because election defeat went to him, what happened? That Banana cross rider, Joseph Nima Boakai was put in the go.
So do you expect this administration not to use what the past government was using? A government is continuity.
So think I agree with the continuity process. I'm not against it. I'm saying to you, the new government never brought into anything. The past things that were being kept were what they were using. Now I can show you that the other thing the government has to use now is the electricity. Take care of Life, you are a journalist, you can do your observation from now to the next year. The other thing the government will both will be on the basis of electricity. And because why they are boasting on electricity, they are boasting on electricity because electricity is the last factor of why it's being left.
Let me ask, you sounding like, that's my opinion, you in a house, you know, you were a minister and then everything was in your office, then you leave. When I come there, use the resources that the institution have to function. What bad will it be when I come and you are left and start using your office and using the rest of the thing you are using? So what bad it is?
There is no buying it.
Okay.
It's just about the meeting principle. We always say there is no international platform. Where's our platform that I'm gathered to speak? I will say to you that Georgia is one of the best things that ever happened for Liberian people. And you may hate it or leave it, but Georgia process of governing the state is only require one thing. And these are some of the issues that some of our have. Our issues with President it's not about he not governing the state. It's about President we are failing to alarm with some of the people that need to be no alarm. Georgia has a serious governance issues with friends being around him. Georgia admitted to the ordinary people that on the basis elected and those people came around him. Georgia said unto us in the dog community when they open the dog community field. Georgia admitted that I'm not a politician. It was these people that brought me because they wanted something. And let me get clear. They wanted something and why they were controlling Georgia government. Georgia government was controlled by Nathaniel McGill, some of the two and that of the likes.
That was lack of, according to you, now if it is so, then that was lack of governance. So do you think should he be head of the country and other people like you mentioning be taking decision?
So thank you, here's my point. If Georgia want to re-govern the state, you have to put this principle of mechanism. Why are those principles of mechanism? Nathaniel McGill and the likes of all the people who are making their impact on the basis of January in various counties, they are only making these things because they believe that when there is a Georgia as a president, they have the power back to control him. But I can show you the CDC has been doing this to Georgia for years.
If you're saying that President Weah admitted that he's not a politician, people brought him in order to participate in governance or in government, what is the assurance that Liberian will have that bringing him back for the second time, he wouldn't bring another people who would make decisions on his behalf?
So there are two prospects. George Weah make it clear that he was not a politician. Just a reason the ERPC, Joseph Boakai make it clear. But they are both in two different factors. Joseph Boakai came to the presidency on the basis of different principles. Party governor that Joseph Boakai said was taking control. George Weah came into a party governor that George Weah was taking control. So in the basis of that, there are two different things they made. George Weah said, like, I'm not a politician. The people brought me. Ono Joseph Boakai, he said, I'm not a politician, I'm a businessman, but he's governing a political party. Ono the CDC-led government, it was in George Weah who are controlling. It was the leg of Nathaniel McGill. Who is McGill today? McGill is a secessionist. McGill is a secessionist. Samuel Tua is a secessionist. And on the basis of their secession agreement, they have put a one person to look up to is George Weah. Why is McGill making so much impact that of Boakai? Many citizens want to question the ideas of the reality. McGill is making it if George Weah return to state power. McGill has a voice in the national government. And why will McGill do? McGill will be the one to tell George Weah that this child suffer. Because George Weah in the process of his missing. It's on the basis of this I can say to you, to your platform, that George Weah will not be corrupt. George Weah has never been corrupt. Those who have been corrupt and their record will show to them, even the United Party can check into their fact checking. They will not find no corruption on George Weah. They will find corruption on Nathaniel McGill. They will find corruption.
Prayer of the same fellow flow together. What will you say?
You are still making an error.
Okay.
You are making an error on government principles.
Okay.
When there is a government principles, there are people who are influenced in the reality of the conversation of the state. George Weah realized that Nathaniel McGill and the left wanted to control government. They said it was them. They said it was all.
Many believe that before I tell leave a few, many believe that, and it was a speculation, people suggested to the president to dismiss certain figures in government that were problem with his administration. He didn't do so. Something that make him to appear like he's not a listening leader. For example, people complain about Honorable Samuel Tua, Nathaniel McGill, and all of these people. He did not listen. And bringing him back, don't you think such action will still repeat?
So, I just said to you, George Weah has realized our platform. When George Weah returned to the country, George Weah returned to the country, who you saw? You saw the leg of Nathaniel McGill that was running to him. Why they were running to him? Essentially, I abandoned the CDC elections. It was McGill. It is the same McGill. It's not the same nothing to us. But we are saying to you, we want a new George Weah. I'm saying to you, I cannot leave George Weah. You can come with your wife. We want a new Georgia, a principled Georgia, a Georgia that will be able to control his political institution, not the political institution controlling Georgia.
Dankwa is a sedition.
Former sedition.
Is there?
Former sedition.
Okay.
Dankwa is one little kid that I was nurturing at Tampa.
Dankwa.
Yeah, he's a little brother to me.
Okay.
I'm nurturing the basis of principle and reality. I told him things that's supposed to be. But today I see the young man saying Georgia is not coming back. I don't know for a level of frustration.
Dankwa?
Yeah, I don't know for a level of frustration.
Okay.
He has his own opinion on the basis of why he perceived to be frustrated. But I am saying to you, if the letter...
You train Dankwa?
Commerce.
Yeah, I just want to know because
we will not speak on the basis of what we want us to say.
Okay.
We are men. We are capable of providing men.
All right.
That's why you men. Okay. There are greater men that that's why I went to. He saw men, he interacted with men, and he was capable of being what he is today. The CDC not showing on the basis of his speaking prowess. Today he had the power to speak, but he has realized certain things that need to be clearly condemned. Why are those things we are saying to you? The lack of Nathaniel McGill, the lack of Samuel D. Tuer, the lack of Jefferson Tamakoti, and lack of few other men who have controlled the activity of the CDC realized that the CDC was a breadwinner of their self and not the people on the basis of that restricted judgment on the basis of governance. It was on the basis that Georgia said to you in Liberia, if you want to do anything to my government, go to Maggie.
All right, thank you. Let's talk to Dankwa. What is the message before we take leave of you?
The only message I have is that Georgia will become the next president 2029. But Georgia cannot become the next president 2029 if Georgia cannot do along with Nathaniel Maggie, Samuel D. Tuer, and like all those who have been censored on the basis that because they want to control him back.
Thank you. And of course, you listen to a lot of. We had to talk to Dankwa. Dankwa is someone who often talk to insects. Dankwa, let me say good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, Mokolo, thank you. Mokolo, first let me appreciate God. Yeah, because we have to be God. Let me appreciate the President, Mr. Boakai, for the level.
Wearing new coat.
I'm not wearing coat, Mokolo.
Your shoe is clean, Dankwa.
Say you don't know Dankwa. Mokolo, Dankwa went dressing.
How is the CDC?
Mokolo, I'm not with the CDC. I'm being clear.
When you left the CDC?
Mokolo, I left the CDC last month.
Last month?
Yeah, I'm not with the CDC. For me, yes, it's Mokolo. We are putting country first beyond personal interest.
Is the CDC putting personal interest?
That is why I said I'm putting country first beyond personal interest.
No, but if you say that, it insinuates that the party you were with trying to put individual first. Is that what you say?
For me, I'm not with Mr. I'm not with the CDC anymore.
Okay.
For the CDC, they are putting individual interest first. For me, I want to put country interest first.
You accusing the CDC? I'm coming.
Dankwa, I'm coming. Put Joria interest first. For me, I want to put Liberia interest first. That's my argument.
How is the CDC putting Joria interest first?
The CDC is putting Joria interest first. As soon as Joria arrives, all the citizens will go for Joria. They can forget about the core issue that they in the country.
But he's a political leader.
That is why I said they are putting personal interest first instead of the country.
Oh, you expect the party not to go greet?
For Dankwa now, Dankwa is putting country interest first based on stable electricity from the rescue mission. Today, Mopolu, you cannot call from here to your house or if current there. You can go at the house right now, you will see current there. Stable electricity on the rescue mission. Today, our people, they are not paying 40 to 50,000 to go in the surface. Through the Air President, Deputy Minister, Samka Donor, and Roland Gulafi agrees. Today, we have our people, 80% entering the surface. Is that not achievable for the chief government? They want sufficiency. We don't appreciate President Boakai. We should appreciate the government.
But you are calling UP people UP paupers here yesterday.
Because
and all of these things were happening just day for yesterday.
We didn't see the reality.
Okay.
But the reality has surfaced right now, which of course that make us now we are calibrated to come back and see our best we can push Mama Liberia forward.
You are
still a personal interest.
You repenting from what you did.
Said by that time we didn't see the reality.
Do you want to apologize to the United Party for you not being?
That is why we are taking a bold step to defend and to uphold our people, the national interest of our people.
So your argument then was not realistic.
That is why I said, back then, Mopolu.
Yeah, I just want you to admit. I just want you.
Right now, things are okay in the country. Today, they have people standing in the street up to 10 o'clock in the
me, argument.
People are on the track in the street, Mopolu. People are chasing after people doing mess of wealth. You have Sabu unit, you have Zebra unit on the mess of wealth.
So when you get to know this, it's because you are left the CDC.
That's why I'm telling you that we have to put country first instead of personal interest, Mopolu. Our country have to progress, Mopolu. We cannot keep going back to the old days. I always listen to Team Agilata and they say, oh, we put Labrador first, put the country first. We're trying to put country first. They are trying to question us, but we're trying to put country first. It is desperate. If CDC don't take down the two, they're going to be short for United Party. And our people interest is the major one, which of course we're going to maintain. Not personal interest, Mopolu. Mopolu today, you see the National Transport Authority under President Boakai, it is used vividly. People are paying $50 for your radio. 3 months of Wiata, you have Sir Joseph Transport Union.
The people also have transport, you know, the transport authority have buses.
When?
During the administration, President. Yeah.
NTA. The NTA doing Mr. Wiata, it broke down within 2 years. The NTA is really on a daily basis. We are paying $50 for your order, for your radar. Under President, we have Sir Joseph NTA. That money going in the pockets of Sir Joseph, not in the transport authority. Our country have been demonized by the real regime and by other people in this country. That is why Mr. Boakai is trying to elevate the country. Mr. Boakai is trying to restore our hope and the confidence our Liberian people have been hoping for the past 50 to 40 years. The country is making progress for Polu. That is why I listened to one of my brothers here. He said you are the one that nurtured Dangwa. When I was joining the CDC, I joined the CDC alone. I'm leaving the CDC, I'm leaving the CDC alone. So I nurtured Dangwa. I was well celebrated in the CDC. People you see now condemning Dangwa, people with Dangwa on Facebook. As far as I read, you see that people on Facebook. You were celebrating me yesterday.
Are you opportunistic, President?
No, Mopolu.
Because I'm asking the question because CDC was in power, you are sedition. Now United Power is here, you are crossover. Are you opportunistic?
I joined CDC doing campaign time. During the 2023 election. You understand? I have the law for President George Mali, we have done. But for this time now, we are putting country first beyond self-interest.
So are you with the United Party?
I'm not with United Party, I'm with the country. And the United Party, one more thing to President Boakai here is the issue of unemployment rate. These are still tough, Mr. President. You have to welcome the issue of...
But you get a job.
I get a job where? Where?
You don't have a job?
I get a job where? No, you gotta call it I don't have a job for a body country first against I get a job. They go to President Boakai call for a meeting.
Your colleagues...
At least President Boakai now go spend 14 days to go watch football game. President Boakai call for a meeting in Bomi Kante to have jobs for the young people, job creation. Oh, doing Mr. We are there, Mr. We are going to spend 14 days just to go watch football game. Today we are playing.
Dangwa, thank you so much.
That is why I'm telling you that our country has to progress and the rescue mission under President Boakai is making sure our country progress. If the United Party don't provide jobs for our people, will come out to say Mopolu. If the United Party don't provide jobs for our people, will say yeah. If the United Party don't open the corridor,
thank you, Dangwa,
so that our people can enjoy the economic stability in our country.
Dangwa, thank you.
Say, yeah,
thank you.
Of course, we are civil society individual.
You civil society, no?
I'm not supporting no political institution.
Dangwa, you civil society, man.
Listen, I'm not supporting no political institution, but I'm supporting the interest of the Liberian people.
Thank you.
I'm telling reality, I'm supporting the interest of the Liberian people. That is why President Boakai will...
Say you join the civil society, Joy, you wearing good clothes, oh? Alright, Dangwa, we've been having a beautiful conversation here today on Kerry Street. Joseph Sali from the newspaper. My name is Simana Mopol. All you had to do is to share the video so that others can follow the issues. Have a pleasant time.